That'll bring up 4th and 19, and the Lions are going to have to punt. Minnesota currently in first place in the NFC Central. Detroit currently in last. It'll be 4th and 19. The clock keeps running. 5:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Detroit's opening drive is going to end with a punt as Steve Jenkins comes in, gets the punt away. It's going to be fielded inside the 10. It's going to be down at the 8-yard line. Nice punt by Steve Jenkins and Detroit. Minnesota's going to have to start at their 8-yard line. Minnesota led by their starting quarterback, Kevin Bickford, number 10, as he'll bring the offense out onto the field, their first possession of the ball game. No score with 5:06 left here in the first quarter. Week number 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Bickford from the shotgun on first down from the 8-yard line. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff, looks to throw. He's got lots of time. Finally throws downfield, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 4:58 left here in the first quarter. He was looking for Lawson Underwood, I'm sorry, number 80. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings now from their own 8-yard line. 5 receivers set out wide. Bickford in the backfield all by himself. Takes the snap, throws. Out of bounds. Pass was a bit too far, threw it out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10. Clock will stop with 4:55 left here in the first quarter. Our opening game of week number 13, our Thanksgiving Day game between the Vikings and the Lions. Bickford back to throw on 3rd and 10. Gets it out to Underwood. Gets it out to Kyle Hinson, the running back, out to the 18-yard line. It's going to be a first down, Minnesota. Just enough for the first down. I thought he threw it away for a moment, but Hinson caught it. Looks like he got, well, that's going to be close. They may review that one. He only got 1 foot in bounds. Detroit hasn't seen it yet. They're not going to review it. First down, Minnesota at the 18-yard line. Bickford from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Looks to throw. Looking. He's got lots of time. Finally throws down the left side. He's got a man wide open. Brandon McNeil out to the 41-yard line of Detroit. He was wide open. A 42-yard reception. And the Vikings have a first down in Detroit territory. Vikings looking for their 8th win in a row after starting 0-5. Brandon McNeil with a big catch on the sideline for the Vikings. First down from the Detroit 41-yard line. Bickford under center on first down. Here in the snow in Detroit, Bickford fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws down the middle, gets it out to James Monterey, down to the 16-yard line. First down, Minnesota. Down to the Detroit 16-yard line. Detroit went on their opening drive, and they ended up had to punt. And this is the opening drive by Minnesota. Detroit had a 3-and-out. They punted. And this is the opening possession by Minnesota. And they're down to the 16-yard line of the Lions. It'll be 1st and 10. Our opening game of week number 13, our Thanksgiving game here in Detroit. 1st and 10 for the Vikings now. Bickford in the shotgun. Back to throw. Looking, got lots of time. Dumps it out to Brian Black. He fumbles, and Detroit gets it back. Detroit recovers at the 6-yard line. Huge turnover by the Vikings. They were driving down the field. and they coughed it up. Cody Neal recovers the linebacker after Brian Blades made the hit that caused the fumble. Now Detroit will get the ball back, but they'll have it at their own 6-yard line. Late November snow here in Detroit. Game time temperature was 28 degrees. Cloudy skies with snow showers expected throughout the afternoon. 1st and 10 Detroit now from their own 6-yard line. No score, 3:47 left here in the first quarter. Manning takes the snap, hands off to Tyler Peterson. Peterson out to the 8-yard line. It looks like Peterson may be hurt. We're going to have an injury timeout here in Detroit. So Tyler Peterson goes to the sideline. He's being checked out by the trainer. It'll be 2nd and 8. That trainer is tough. He's got no jacket on. 2nd and 8 for the Lions from their own 8-yard line. 3:43 left to play here in the first quarter. No score between the Vikings and the Lions here at Jammin' Sports. Our opening Week 13 matchup. Triple header today. We got the Giants and the Cowboys at 8 o'clock Eastern. Jets and the Patriots at 10 o'clock Eastern. On 2nd and 8 from the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Manning under center, takes the snap, back to throw. Throws down the middle, gets it out to David Little, the tight end, out over the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down, Detroit. Tackled down by William Nelson, number 50. John Lynch also in on the tackle, number 47. .323 and counting here in the first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 Lions now from their own 23-yard line following the Minnesota turnover. Daniel Manning, the quarterback for Detroit, takes the snap. Hands off to Freeman. Freeman's going to be hit and knocked down by Richard Seymour. It's going to be a loss of 1. Back to the 22-yard line, be 2nd and 11. Under 3 minutes left now in the first quarter, no score. 2nd and 11 now for Detroit. Manning from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Cedrickson this time. Cedrickson's got the first down out to the 33-yard line. He's very close to the marker. They're going to mark him short. I thought he had it. They're going to mark him a little bit short. Bad spot. It'll be 3rd and inches for the Lions now. Tackled by Carl Sherman, number 29. Week number 13, our Turkey Day matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. 3rd and inches for Detroit from their own 33.
Let's go. 3-19.
Manning takes the snap, hands off to Charles Freeman. He's got the first down up the middle. Tackled out at the 38-yard line, gain of 5. Randy Daly on the tackle, but the Detroit Lions get another first down. First down, Detroit. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 for Detroit from their own 38-yard line. Manning under center in the I formation. Somebody jumped. Flag is down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
It's going to be a neutral zone infraction on Minnesota. Encroachment. on Chris Vernon, the defensive tackle. That'll be a 5-yard penalty on Minnesota.
Still first down.
It'll be 1st and 5 for Detroit now from their own 43-yard line. Clock stops with 1:47 left here in the first quarter. It was snowing pretty hard before the game. The snow's lit up a little bit. 1st and 5 now for Detroit.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Manning from the gun on 1st and 5. Takes the snap, back to throw, throws, gets it out to Brian Blades. He gets out to the 49-yard line. It's going to be a Detroit first down. First down for the Lions. 1:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Be 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Manning under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Charles Freeman again. Freeman up the middle into the secondary. Across the 40. Down to the 36-yard line. Another Lions first down into Minnesota territory at the 36-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. No score. Finally brought down by Carl Sherman, number 29. First and 10 for Detroit from the Minnesota 36-yard line.
Now let's go.
Manning under center, takes the snap. Play action, looks to throw, throws down the middle, gets it out to Gordon. Gordon inside the 20. Dave Gordon, the tight end, number 80, his first catch of the day. Down to the Minnesota 19-yard line, first down Lions. Both teams have come up empty on their opening drives, and now Detroit is down to the Minnesota 19-yard line with 16 seconds and counting left here in the first quarter. Manning from the gun on 1st and 10 takes the snap, hands off to Cedrickson. Cedrickson, he's going to get down to the 16-yard line. As we reach the end of the first quarter, we have no score. Live from Detroit, we'll be right back. Welcome back to New Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week number 13, our opening game of week number 13. It's the Vikings and the Lions. Week 13, that puts us at Thanksgiving, and this is the Thanksgiving Day game. Second and 7 for the Lions from the Vikings 16-yard line. Manning takes the snap, hands off to Freeman. Freeman up the middle, he's got the first down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. First down Detroit, first and goal at the 7-yard line. This drive started back at the 6-yard line for Detroit. Nice drive down the field for the Lions. First and goal, Detroit from the Minnesota 7-yard line. Daniel Manning from the shotgun. 4 receivers set out wide. Takes the snap, hands off inside to Cedrickson. Cedrickson gets down to about the 6-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 6. .7:20 and counting here in the first half. Still no score. Second and goal for the Lions now from the Minnesota 6-yard line. Manning under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Freeman. Freeman trying to get around the right side. Gets down to the 4-yard line as he's finally tackled. It'll be third and goal at the 4. Third and goal, Detroit from the 4-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. The 4 receivers set out wide. Takes the snap. Looks to the end zone. Throws. Gets to the John Lynchman. Touchdown, Detroit. A 4-yard touchdown pass to Jonathan Lynchman. And the Lions score first. They lead at 6-0 with 6:31 left here before halftime with the extra point to come. Four-yard touchdown pass to John Lynchman. And here's Bull Broyles, the rookie kicker, for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Detroit leads at 7-0 with 6:31 left here in the first half. A week number 13 matchup here at Jammin' Sports, our Thanksgiving Day game between the Vikings and the Lions. After a scoreless first quarter, the Lions finally score. Here in the second quarter, they lead at 7-0. They'll kick off. And the Vikings will get it back. Snow still coming down, but not heavy. Here's the kickoff. It'll be fielded in the back of the end zone, touchback. And Minnesota will have it at their own 25-yard line. So Kevin Bickford will come back out to lead the Minnesota offense. First and 10 from the 25-yard line with 6:31 left until halftime. On first and 10, Minnesota in the I formation. Bickford takes the snap, hands off to Adam Treat. Treat works his way out to the right side, out to the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. Tackle down there by Crowder, number 58 for Detroit. Gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up on the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Bickford from the shotgun on second down. Takes the snap, back to throw. Throws a screen to Henson. Henson tries to get down the sideline. He's caught from behind by Cody Neal, number 50, at the 30-yard line. What's up there, kid? Vaznagu kid? I'll just call you kid. I don't know how to pronounce that. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Our Week 13 broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The opening game of week number 13, the Thanksgiving Day game between Detroit and Minnesota.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 5 for the Vikings now. Bickford back to throw. Throws. Gets it out to Underwood. He's going to be shy of the first down. Let's see where they mark it. Now they're going to give it to him on forward progress, as Lawson Underwood gets the first down for the Vikings. This is Madden 19. If that's what you mean by year. This is Madden 19. Lawson Underwood on the reception. Gets the first down. Finally tackled down by Benny Blaze, number 36. Vikings come in at 7 and 5. First place in the NFC Central. Detroit at 4 and 8. They're in last place. Our Thanksgiving Day game. Bickford under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Adam Treat. Gets hit in the backfield. It'll be 2nd and 11. This is my 26th sim season, if that's what you're talking about. Started all the way back in the year 2000 with Madden 2001. 2nd and 11 for the Vikings now from their own 35-yard line with 3:40 left here in the first half. Bickford in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw, throws, gets it out to Brian Black out at midfield. Out of bounds, that'll stop the clock with 4:34 left. First down, Minnesota. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while, kid. But only recently on Twitch. But it's good to see you, man. Welcome on in. Everyone's welcome. Glad that you tuned in. I got a triple header today. The first 3 games of week number 13 are all Thanksgiving games, so I'm doing them all today. Bickford, first down, Osborne in motion, takes the snap, hands off to Treat. Treat, not going to get much, a yard out to the 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Coming up on the 4:10 mark. Coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern, I've got the Giants at the Cowboys. And at 10 o'clock Eastern, I've got the Jets and the Patriots. Those are my Thanksgiving games. 2nd and 9 for the Vikings now from the Detroit 49-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Hinson. Hinson inside to the 46-yard line. Kyle Hinson, number 28. Well, you're always welcome, kid. Thanks for tuning in. 3rd and 6 for the Vikings now from the 46-yard line. Bickford throws. He's got a man wide open. Couldn't connect. Couldn't connect. Lawson Underwood, the tight end, was open down the middle, and the throw was off. That'll bring up 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 3:26 left here in the second quarter. Dwayne Carroll will come in to punt for Minnesota. A high booming kick. A short kick, fair caught by Farr. No, he didn't fair catch it, I'm sorry, but he fields it at the 29-yard line. So Detroit will have it at their own 29, leading 7-0. Daniel Manning, the starting quarterback for the Lions, comes back out onto the field to lead the offense. We're in week number 13. This is the opening game. If you haven't been with us all season, Minnesota started 0-5. and has since won 7 straight games to take over first place in the NFC Central. They have a 1-game lead over Green Bay. Green Bay is 6-6. It's an amazing story on the Vikings this season. Manning from the shotgun, back to throw. Looking, throws out to the left side, incomplete, overthrows his target. He was looking for Lynchman, number 84, incomplete. So the Vikings have won 7 straight, trying to make it 8 and stay in first place in the NFC Central. Second and 10 for Detroit now from their own 29-yard line. Manning from the shotgun once again, back to pass. No, hands off to Cedrickson. Tries to get around the left side. He's going to be hit in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of yards, a loss of 1, back to the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 11. They really did, their kid. They were 0-5, and even I was writing them off. At the time, Green Bay had like a 3-game lead. And then Minnesota won 7 straight. And Green Bay has lost like 4 of the last 5. Green Bay finally won last week against the Raiders. But Green Bay has been in disarray. 3rd and 11 for the Lions now from the 28-yard line. Manning back to pass. Looks, got lots of time. Finally throws out to the left side. A flag is down as he connects with Mike Farr on the sideline, but that might be an illegal touch.
Illegal touching.
It is.
Offense.
That's against Mike Farr, the wide receiver. He may have been out of bounds and came back in. You can't do that. Loss of down, be 4th and 11. So the Lions will have to punt. Well, I appreciate that, kid. I'll follow you back as soon as you get the opportunity. I usually have more people in here watching, but they'll be along, I'm sure. Jenkins to punt on 4th and 11. Mallard at the 24-yard line. Xavier Mallard out over the 40 to the 42-yard line. That's for the Vikings to take over 1st and 10. Yesterday I did my Sunday night and Monday night games of Week 12, and I had a big crowd in here. They'll be along. I don't normally stream a game this early in the day, but I'm on vacation this week for my day job. First and 10 for Minnesota now from their own 42-yard line. They trail 7-0 with 2:29 left here in the first half. Vikings trying to get a score before halftime. From the I formation, Bickford heads off to Hinson. Kyle Hinson up the middle, out to the 49-yard line. Finally tackled down by Benny Blades, number 36. Chris Crowder in on the tackle as well. Number 58. I have some big-time Cowboy fans that will be in here for the next game. 2nd and 3 for the Vikings now from the 49-yard line in the I formation, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Detroit leads it by a score of 7-0. We'll be right back. And welcome back to New Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Our Week 13 matchup, our Thanksgiving Day matchup, here between the Vikings and the Lions here at Jammin' Sports. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Minnesota from their own 49-yard line. Thank you there, kid. I do this for a living. In my day job, I do this. I'm in radio in my day job. 2nd and 3. Bickford back to throw. Connects with Brian Black across the 40. Flag is down. As Black gets down to about the 36-yard line. This may be on Detroit. Hey, what's up there, Davis?
Offense.
Well, this is going to be coming back. This is on Minnesota, on Brandon Fuller, the center. An illegal block in the back. That'll negate the first down. It'll back it up to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Minnesota with 1:56 left until halftime. Davis, meet the kid. Kid, meet Davis. Good to have you both in here.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
2nd and 4 for Minnesota. Bickford in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Darren Kell, the tight end. Number 86, incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 1:53 left. It'll be 3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the near side for the Vikings. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back to throw. Throws out to the left side. It's intercepted by Benny Blades down at the 49-yard line. It's a pick. And once again, Minnesota with a turnover as they're driving. That's the 2nd turnover by the Vikings here in the first half. Benny Blades, the veteran defensive back, on the interception. And now the Lions will have it, already leading by a score of 7-0. Minnesota, like I said, they've won 7 straight. And looking to make it 8, but Detroit looking to be spoiler today. The Lions will have it 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 49-yard line with 1:49 left here in the first half.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Manning back to throw. on first down. Throws across the middle, gets it out to John Lynchman inside the 30, down to the 24-yard line. First down, Detroit. Sorry about that, kid. I got to warn you about Nightbot. You can't do more than 3 in a row. He'll come in and give you a warning. I hope so, Davis. I'd like to see a college game come back. That'd be great. By the way, kid, Davis is a big Patriots fan. Just thought I'd warn you. First and 10 for the Lions now from the 24-yard line. Manning gets the pass off to Cedrickson. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:13 left. It'll be 2nd and 10. Cool. 2nd and 10 for the Lions now. 3 receivers to the far side from the 24-yard line of Minnesota. Manning back to throw. Throws it out to the left side. Gets Mike Farr down the sideline inside the 10. He's going to be tackled at the 7-yard line by John Lynch, number 47. It'll be 1st and goal as Detroit will take their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. They take the timeout with 1:01 left here in the first half. Detroit leads at 7-0. We were scoreless after 1. Detroit scored a touchdown a couple of drives ago. Now they have it back following a Minnesota turnover. Minnesota trying to win their 8th in a row. Be 1st and goal for the Lions now from the Minnesota 7-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side for Detroit on 1st and goal. Manning from the shotgun takes the snap. Looks, throws out to the left side, incomplete. As the ball goes down the tunnel. It'll be 2nd and goal now for Detroit. Clock stops with 58 seconds left. If you're wondering why Detroit's not playing indoors, they give you 2 extra stadiums with Madden 19, and I prefer to have the Lions outside. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Manning back to throw. Throws out to Mike Farr. He's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Detroit will take their 2nd timeout. They'll stop the clock with 58 seconds. Make that 53 seconds left until halftime. Third and goal for Detroit from the 1-yard line. They lead at 7-0. Trying to upset the Vikings here on Turkey Day, week number 13. Snow looks to be coming down just a little bit heavier now. 3rd and goal for the Lions. Manning from the shotgun. Takes the snap, fires it out, gets it out to David Little, the tight end. He's going to lose a lot of yardage all the way back to the 8-yard line, and Minnesota will take timeout. To conserve some time on the clock, they force Detroit into a field goal. Minnesota might be able to get something before halftime as well, so they call timeout. 47 seconds left till halftime. That was a loss of 7 on the play for Detroit. It'll be 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. You want the Lions to win? Okay. We'll see what happens. Bull Broyles, the rookie kicker. It'll be a 25-yard field goal attempt in the snow. Kick is up. And it's good. Lions lead at 10-0 with 44 seconds left until halftime. Week number 13 here in Detroit at Jammin' Sports. Minnesota still has 2 timeouts. We'll see what they can do with the time they have left. Goal! That'd be a good emote for a FIFA game. 44 seconds left till halftime. Detroit now leads it by a score of 10-0, a two-score game. Minnesota still has 2 timeouts left. Yeah, the snow's coming down a little bit harder now. Here's the kickoff. And that's going to be fielded by North in the back of the end zone, touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings now from their own 25-yard line, trailing 10-0 to the surprising Detroit Lions here on Thanksgiving Day, week number 13. Jammin' Sports. Minnesota Vikings at 7-5, a one-game lead in the NFC Central over the Green Bay Packers. The schedule and the standings are down below in the panels if you want to check it out. For the Vikings with a one-game lead over the Packers. 1st and 10 for the Vikings now. 5 receivers set out wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Throws out to the left side, gets it out to Kyle Henson, incomplete. Martin Bledsoe on the tackle, number 24. Nice defensive play by him. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10. Good crowd in here this afternoon watching this game. Great to have you along. Break out your turkey sandwiches and whatever turkey you might have. This is the Week 13 Thanksgiving Day game. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings now from the 25-yard line. Bickford takes the snap, throws, and it's blocked and knocked down. Benny Blades, number 36, makes the play for Detroit there. Bats the pass down. There you go. Easy for me to say. That's right. Turkey Day there, Davis. Make yourself a turkey sandwich and watch these games today. It's a triple header today. 8 o'clock Eastern. It's the Giants and the Cowboys, and the Jets and the Patriots at 10. Bickford to Henson up the middle, and Detroit's going to take a timeout as they've held Minnesota to a 4th down. Davis knows his Patriots are coming up tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern against the Jets. He's a big Patriots fan. I've got several Cowboys fans that are going to be here at 8 o'clock Eastern for the Giants and the Cowboys. They'll be along. But we got a good one here. Detroit leads at 10-0 with 34 seconds left till halftime. Dwayne Carroll will punt for Minnesota on 4th and 10. A high punt again, and it's going to be fair caught by Mike Farr at the 43-yard line. That was a bad punt. So Detroit's got it in Minnesota territory at the Minnesota 43-yard line. They have no timeouts left, but they still have 28 seconds to work with. They lead 10-0. It's already a 2-score game. They have a shot to make it a 3-score game before halftime. On 1st down, Manning in the shotgun for Detroit. 3 receivers to the far side. Daniel Manning back to pass, throws, gets it out to David Little, the tight end. He fumbles, and Minnesota gets it back. This has been a sloppy game here in the 1st half. There's been a lot of fumbles and interceptions. So Detroit misses an opportunity to score again before halftime. David Little caught the pass, moved upfield, and then fumbled. William Nelson, number 50, the linebacker, put the shot on him. I think he recovered the fumble as well. So the Vikings will get the ball back. The Vikings still have 2 timeouts. Only 22 seconds left, and they have it at their own 19-yard line. But you never know, a deep pass, and they can get into field goal range. First down from Minnesota from their own 19-yard line. Bickford under center. And somebody jumped.
Encroachment. Defense.
That's on Detroit. Encroachment. That's on Jerry Ball, number 93. 5-yard penalty. That'll move Minnesota up to the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5. I got Davis here with me today. I've got the kid with me. Good group here today. First and 5 for Minnesota now from their own 24-yard line with 22 seconds left till halftime. First and 5, Bickford under center from the 24-yard line, takes the snap, hands off to Adam Treat. Treat gets up the middle, out to the 27-yard line. I have to kind of question the play calling here. It'll be 2nd and 2, gain of 3. I think Minnesota just wants to go into halftime. They're going to let the clock run out. And that'll be the end of the first half. And Detroit leads it 10-0. We'll be right back right after this. And welcome back to New Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, as we get ready to start the third quarter here in week number 13, our first of 3 Thanksgiving Day games here today at Jammin' Sports. Detroit leads Minnesota by a score of 10-0. The Vikings will get the ball first to start the third quarter. There's the kickoff. It's going to be fielded in the back of the end zone, touchback. Minnesota will have it at their own 25-yard line. Minnesota, the winners of 7 straight, trying to make it 8 today, but they have an uphill climb. They're already down 10-0 to the Lions. Two and 14, huh? Yeah, that's enough for a first pick. My Lions are 4-8 coming into this game, defeating Denver last week. First and 10 for the Vikings now from their own 25-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Kyle Hinson up the middle. He gets hit. As Chris Crowder, number 58. It's a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Detroit leads at 10-0. Here in the third quarter on a cold, snowy day in Detroit. On 2nd and 8, Bickford from the gun. Takes the snap, hands off, no, play action, rolls out, throws down the left side, incomplete. Threw it out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. A couple of weeks ago, Minnesota was playing a Monday night game in Minnesota, or excuse me, in Washington. They were down 9-0 in the fourth quarter, and they came back and won that game 10-9. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings now. Bickford back to throw, steps up again and again. He's got lots of time. Finally throws. He's hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. That's going to bring up 4th down as the Vikings go 3 and out. So the opening drive of the third quarter, the Vikings go 3 and out. They'll have to punt. Dwayne Carroll will come in on 4th and 8. Carroll gets the punt away. That's another high punt. And that's going to be fielded at the 47-yard line. I wonder if there's something wrong with Dwayne Carroll. His punts are not very good today. Can't blame it on the cold. 1st and 10 for the Lions now from the Vikings 47-yard line. 7:13 left here in the third quarter. Detroit leads at 10-0. The wind? It could be. It could be. 5 receivers set out wide. Empty backfield for Daniel Manning. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap. On first down, throws incomplete. There's been some weird passes today too. It might be the wind. I bet it's windy out there. I think that's a good observation there, Davis. You know, the CPU determines the weather, and so I bet there is a bit of a gust out there. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Again, Manning from the shotgun. Hands off to Tyler Peterson. Peterson up the middle, doesn't get much. Out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 1, it'll be 3rd and 9. William Nelson, the linebacker, number 50 on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. We must have an injury timeout. The clock has stopped. 7:06 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Detroit leads it 10-0. Week number 13 here at Jammin' Sports. 4 receivers set out wide, make it 5, empty backfield. Manning in the shotgun takes the snap on 3rd and 9, throws incomplete. Once again, another errant throw, and that'll bring up 4th and 9. And the Lions go 3 and out, and they'll have to punt. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. A 63-yard field goal. With the wind to their back, they may have something here. Here's the kick. It's up. No. That's the only thing I can think of. They had the wind at their back, and they tried a 63-yard field goal. And that was way short. That was a foolish decision. Now the Vikings are going to get the ball in Detroit territory at the Detroit 47-yard line. So the foolish decision by the Lions works in the Vikings' favor. They'll have it at the Lions 47-yard line with 6:58 left here in the 3rd quarter. They should have punted. That's why they're 4 and 8. 1st and 10 for the Vikings now. Bickford under center. Takes the snap, back to throw. Throws cross middle, gets it out to Darren Kell, the tight end, down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 2 will be 2nd and 8. I had to do a double take when I saw the field goal unit out there. I'm like, what? It was a stupid decision. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. I was talking about all the Army players on the Browns yesterday. Darren Kell is an Army grad. 2nd and 8 for the Vikings from the 45-yard line. Bickford, play action, looks to throw, throws down the middle, gets it out to Kell. Kell down the sideline. Inside the 15, inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. The big tight end comes up big down the sideline and gives Minnesota a first down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Benny Blades on the tackle, number 36. University of North Carolina. Okay. So the Vikings offense now finally on track. They have a chance to finally get on the scoreboard. Trailing 10-0 here in the 3rd quarter. They'll have it 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Bickford in the shotgun on 1st and goal. Takes the snap. Hands off to Hinson. Hinson. And he's going to lose a yard back to the 10-yard line. As Benny Blades comes up and makes the hit, number 36. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 10. Detroit's defense has played very well so far this game, up until a play ago. Shutting out the Vikings so far. 5:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Detroit leads it 10-0. On 2nd and goal, Bickford from the shotgun takes the snap, throws, he's got a man, touchdown, Brian Black. It's a 10-yard touchdown pass to Brian Black, and the Vikings finally get on the board with a 10-yard touchdown reception. Detroit leads it 10-6 with the extra point to come. It's now a one-score game. Vikings trying to get back in the game. They're trying to win their 8th in a row after starting 0-5. It's been one of the biggest stories of this season so far. Here's the extra point. Nelson Masterson on for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. The way that ball hung up on the extra point, there is a wind that's going from left to right. You can see it. But the Vikings get on the board. Detroit leads it 10-7 with 5:26 remaining. The Minnesota Vikings started off 0-5 and have since rolled off 7 straight wins to take the lead in the NFC Central. They're trying to keep that streak going. But Detroit leads it 10-7 with 5:26 left here in the third quarter. This is the first of our 3 triple header games today here at Jammin' Sports, our Turkey Day games. Here's the kick. It'll be fielded by Michael Farr at the 9-yard line, out of the 30. Nice return. Farr out to the 37-yard line. That's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Coming up in just over an hour at 8 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys, our second Thanksgiving Day game. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern, it'll be the New York Jets at the New England Patriots. That Jets-Patriots game has got playoff implications all over it, as does the Cowboys coming up. 4 receivers set out wide, make it 5 on 1st down for Detroit from the 37-yard line. Manning in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls out, slips, throws out to the right side, gets it out to David Little. He's got the 1st down out to the 48-yard line. First down, Detroit. David Little, he's been around for a while in his 7th season with Detroit. Gives the Lions a 1st down as we're at the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Lions lead it 10-7. 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Daniel Manning under center, Gordon in motion. Takes the snap, hands off to Charles Freeman. Freeman back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. As William Nelson, I'm sorry, that's Bowles on the tackle, number 55. It'll be 2nd and 10. 4:25 and counting here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Lions from their own 48-yard line. Manning takes the snap, hands off to Charles Freeman. He gets hit in the backfield. Could be a loss of yardage back to the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 11. A nice tackle by Bill Berkey, number 66. The former Eagle now on the Vikings. Makes a big stop. That forces 3rd and 11 for Detroit from their own 47-yard line. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Big 3rd down for Detroit. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield. Manning in the gun, takes the snap, throws downfield, and it's broken up. William Nelson, number 50, the linebacker, got his hands on it, broke up the pass. It's 4th down now for Detroit. Minnesota's going to have a chance to tie up the game or maybe even take the lead on this drive. Nice play by the veteran linebacker, William Nelson. Stops the clock with 3:50 left. Steve Jenkins to punt. Look at that punt carry. Yeah, there's a wind going from left to right, guys. big time. Goes out of the end zone. Minnesota will have it at their own 20-yard line. 3:43 remaining here in the third quarter. I'm glad that Madden 19 gives you a couple extra stadiums. I use this one for Detroit. I'd rather have Detroit outside. I use the other one for New Orleans. First and 10 for the Vikings now from the 20-yard line. Bickford under center, takes the snap, hands off to Kyle Hinson up the middle. Hinson out to the 23-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Gain of 3. Three and a half minutes left here in the third quarter. Detroit leads it 10-7. Been kind of a low-scoring defensive ball game. On 2nd and 7, 3 receivers to the near side for Minnesota. Bickford under center, takes the snap. Hands off to Hinson again. Hinson is going to be tackled down at the 23-yard line, no gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Tackled by Mark Spindler, number 92. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Five receivers set out wide, empty backfield. Bickford in the shotgun, takes the snap. Throws out to the right side. Hinson can't hold on. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Vikings will be forced to punt. That'll stop the clock with 2:43 left here in the third quarter. It hit him right in the hands. He couldn't hold on. Maybe so, Davis. You never know. Wade Carroll to punt. Let's watch the punt now. This one didn't get hung up. Good punt this time. Fair catch. Down at the 32-yard line. Mike Farr with a fair catch. So Detroit will start at their own 32-yard line. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. We'll find out when we get there. First and 10 for Detroit now from their own 32-yard line. They lead it 10-7. 2:38 left here in the third quarter. We had a late November snowstorm in Detroit today for Thanksgiving. You never know what might happen in Foxborough tonight. First and 10, Manning, hands off, the blitz is on, he's going to be hammered. Carl Sherman on the tackle for Minnesota, it's a loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. I've had a chance to see it, Davis. I had a chance to see somebody playing it on Twitch. It looks okay. I've not had a chance to play it in person though. Yeah, it's a college game. It looks cool. It looks cool. I know it's fully customizable. I know that. 2nd and 16 for Detroit now from their own 26-yard line. Manning back to throws, gets it out to Mike Farr. He's tackled down at the 31-yard line. Bowles made the tackle, number 55. And it'll be 3rd and 11. Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. I think that's the really nice part about it, Davis, is that it's customizable like that. 3rd and 11 now for Detroit. 3 receivers to the far side. Manning in the shotgun. Manning takes the snap, looks to throw. Throws deep. He's going for the home run. He's got a man, incomplete. He tried to hook up with Jonathan Lynchman, incomplete. J.C. Wilson on the coverage, number 33, broke it up. And that'll bring up 4th and 11, and the Lions will have to punt. This has turned into a defensive struggle here in the third quarter. Jenkins gets the punt away. That punt, looks like the wind has shifted. And it's going to be fair caught at the 17-yard line by Mallard, number 40. Now the Vikings will get the ball back, down by a score of 10-7. This is the opening game of week number 13, our Thanksgiving Day game between the Vikings and the Lions. The Lions lead at 10-7 with 1:27 left here in the third quarter. From the I formation on first down from the 17-yard line, Bickford takes the snap, play action, throws. He's got a man open, oh, connect. James North was open, missed him by a step. And that'll bring up second down. Clock stops with 1:23 left. Yeah, I think Doug Flutie football would be a lot better if a major sponsor came in and helped out. Second and 10 now for the Vikings from the 17-yard line. Bickford takes the snap, hands off to Henson. Henson is going to get out to about the 19-yard line, gain of 2. Tackled down by Smith. They're going to say it's a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 19-yard line. Coming up on a 1-minute mark here in the third quarter, 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. 3 receivers to the far side. Bickford from the shotgun. Takes the snap, delayed handoff, no, play action. Throws down the middle, he's got a man, he can't hold on. Brandon McNeil had his hands on it, number 82, and couldn't haul it in. And that'll bring up 4th and 7. So now the Vikings will be forced to punt, and the score stays at 10-7. 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dwayne Carroll back to punt. And that's going to be fair caught at the 33-yard line by Mike Farr once again. A lot of fair catches this game, I've noticed. So the Lions will take over at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. It was 28 degrees at kickoff with steady snow. And the sun is setting at the moment. I bet it's getting colder out there. 1st and 10 for Detroit from the 33-yard line. They lead at 10-7. Manning takes the snap, hands off to Charles Freeman. Freeman out to the 37-yard line, gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Bill Berge on the tackle, number 66. .25 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. On second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Manning back to throw. Throws across the middle, gets it out to David Little, the tight end. Down to the 44-yard line. That's a play out of the Texans playbook, that crossing pattern. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Detroit leads at 10-7. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter right after this. Welcome back to New Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. As we go to the fourth quarter in our week number 13 Thanksgiving Day game, Detroit leads it by a score of 10-7. The Lions will have it 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 44-yard line. The Lions already lead by 3, looking for more. Trying to stop the Vikings' 7-game winning streak. Manning from the shotgun at 1st and 10. Throws down the right side to John Lichman. Lichman very close to the marker, down to the 34-yard line. They're going to mark him short, to be 2nd and inches. Second down for Detroit from the Minnesota 34-yard line. Manning under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Freeman. Freeman's going to be hit, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 36. He's going to lose 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Ray Edwards, number 95 on the tackle for Minnesota. Big third down coming up for both teams. Minnesota needs a stop. They need to get the ball back. Lions would love to get a first down and keep the clock moving. 3rd and 2 for Detroit from the Minnesota 36-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Manning takes the snap. Hands off to Freeman. Freeman's going to be hit down and tackled by Bowles. No gain, actually a loss of 1. It'll be 4th and 3. So the Minnesota defense comes up big. Let's see if Detroit does something foolish again and tries for a long field goal. It would be a 54-yard attempt from here. They're going to punt this time. Smart move. Steve Jenkins back to punt. Going for the sideline, and he catches the sideline out at the 11-yard line. So nice punt by Steve Jenkins. Goes out at the Minnesota 11-yard line. The Vikings will take over with 6:34 left, down by 3. Still plenty of time. Minnesota has all 3 timeouts. It's been a defensive game here in the second half, except for that one drive where the Vikings scored a touchdown. On first down, Bickford in the shotgun for Minnesota. 4 receivers spread out wide. Takes the snap. Back to pass, throws down the left side. He's got a man incomplete. Bickford has just been missing a lot of targets today. That swirling wind down there has got to be a factor. That'll stop the clock with 6.5 minutes left. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Again, with 4 receivers set out wide. Bickford in the gun. Takes the snap. Steps up, throws, gets it all, almost picked off. Steve Jordan, number 25, got his hands on it. Nearly made the interception for Detroit. As it is, incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd down. He was looking for Brian Black, number 85. Clock stops with 6:26 left here in the 4th quarter. Five receivers wide, empty backfield. Bickford in the shotgun. On 3rd down, back to throw. Throws, and it's knocked away by Matt Palmer, number 28, incomplete. It's going to be a 3 and out for Minnesota. Kyle Hinson, the intended receiver, number 20. That'll stop the clock with 6:22 left. Minnesota's going to have to punt. I'm sorry. Got tongue-tied for a moment. Wayne Carroll will come in to punt from his own end zone. Gets the punt away. Nice punt far at the 24-yard line. Brings it out to the 32. And the Lions will take over, leading by 3, 10-7, with 6:13 remaining here in the 4th quarter. As well as the defenses have been playing, Detroit, if I was the coach, I'd be saying, let's just run. Let's just keep the clock running here. First and 10 Detroit now from their own 32-yard line. Daniel Manning in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to throw. Throws cross middle to John Lynchman. Out to the 36-yard line. Those short passes are really the only safe passes today because of the swirling wind. It's a gain of 4, it'll be 2nd and 6. Under 6 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go. Green 39.
Manning takes the snap, hands off to Peterson. He's got the first down and more into the secondary. Out to midfield. First down Detroit. That'll move the chains and keep the clock running. Tyler Peterson, a big run for the Vikings. Finally tackled down there by John Lynch, the former Buccaneer. The Vikings' 7-game winning streak is in jeopardy now. Time is becoming a factor. Detroit leads it 10-7. 5:20 and counting. From midfield, first and 10. Manning in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Peterson. Peterson working his way across midfield down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Randy Daly on the tackle, number 25. Under 5 minutes and counting. On 2nd and 7. Manning takes the snap, hands off to Charles Freeman. Freeman out across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Tackled down by John Lynch once again, number 47. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. A field goal, and it's still a one-score game. If the Lions can get a touchdown, they might be able to put it out of reach. 4:25 and counting. 5 receivers set out wide for Detroit on 3rd and 4. Manning back to throw, throws down the middle, gets it out to Little. He can't hold on. It's broken up. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that'll stop the clock with 4:19 remaining. Nice stop by the Vikings. Steve Jenkins to punt once again for Detroit. A high punt, fair caught at the 20-yard line by Xavier Mallard, number 40. So the Vikings will take over at the 20-yard line. That was not a good punt at all, Davis. Not at all. So the Vikings need a field goal to tie it up, a touchdown to give themselves the lead. Still plenty of time, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Minnesota still has all 3 timeouts. Yeah, he needs more power. No, there's got to be a wind. It's got to be the wind. First down for Minnesota. 3 receivers to the far side. Bickford back to throw. Gets the pass off. He finally connects with Brandon McNeil out across midfield to the 49-yard line. Big, big catch by Brandon McNeil. And the Vikings are now in Detroit territory at the 49-yard line. First down. Under 4 minutes left here in regulation. Brandon McNeil finally comes up big. The all-pro receiver for Minnesota. First and 10 Vikings from the Lions' 49-yard line. 3:45 and counting. Bickford in the shotgun on first down. He'll take the snap. Plenty of time to throw. Throws downfield. He's got a man again. Overthrows McNeil. That'll stop the clock with 3:37 left. It'll be 2nd and 10. McNeil wasn't wide open, but he had a step on the defender, and he just couldn't quite get the ball to him. Second and 10, 5 receivers set out wide for Minnesota. Bickford from the gun, back to throw, throws down the middle, nearly picked off. Chris Crowder, number 58, the linebacker, nearly had himself an interception, incomplete pass. Darren Kell was the intended receiver, number 86. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 3:34 left. 3rd down and 10 for Minnesota. From the 49-yard line, Bickford from the shotgun on 3rd down. Back to throw. Throws deep down the right side. He's got McNeil. He can't hold on. Brandon McNeil had it in his hands. And Benny Blades knocked it away, number 36. Nice play by Benny Blades. And that'll bring up 4th down. McNeil had it, and Blades knocked it away. Fourth and 10 now for Minnesota from the Detroit 49-yard line. Dwayne Carroll into punt. That's another high punt. That's carrying into the end zone. The wind caught that one. It'll be a touchback, and Detroit will have it at their own 20-yard line with 3:22 remaining. Detroit leads it by a score of 10-7. Our Week 13 Thanksgiving Day game here at Jammin' Sports. Detroit's up 10-7. Nobody has scored yet in the 4th quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 20-yard line. The first of 3 games is correct, Davis. You're absolutely right. Giants-Cowboys coming up next at 8 o'clock Eastern. Manning hands off to Peterson. Peterson works his way up the middle down to the 28-yard line. A nice gain on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 2. Tyler Peterson. Earlier this season, somebody asked me if that was Adrian Peterson on the Lions. I said no. That's Tyler Peterson. A totally different guy. 2nd and 2 for the Lions now from the 28-yard line. Manning under center, takes the snap, hands off, no play action. Gets the pass off to David Little. He's got the 1st down out to the 42-yard line. Finally tackled by Carl Sherman, number 29, and John Lynch, number 47. A big 1st down for the Lions as we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Minnesota's going to have to start playing the timeout game. We should have one more play before the 2-minute warning. If they can get it off. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. And they won't. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Detroit leads it 10-7. Welcome back to New Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We're at the 2-minute warning. Detroit leads it by a score of 10-7. Detroit has it 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Our Week 13 Thanksgiving Day game here in Detroit. Detroit trying to end the Minnesota Vikings 7-game winning streak.
Here we go.
Manning under center on 1st down. He'll hand it off to Charles Freeman. Freeman's going to be hit in the backfield. Could be a loss of 1, and Minnesota will take their 1st timeout. It'll be 2nd and 11 now for Detroit. Clock stops with 1:56 left. Giants and Cowboys coming up in 35 minutes at the top of the hour. It's been entertaining, even though it's been a defensive game here in the second half. 2nd and 11 for the Lions now from the 41-yard line. A 1st down would probably end the game. Manning hands off to Freeman again. Freeman is going to get out to the 43, gain of 2.
Defense.
And Minnesota will take their 2nd timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. Stops the clock with 1:53 left. Vikings need a stop here to force the punt to get the ball back. 3rd and 9 for Detroit from their own 43-yard line. 1:53 remaining. Daniel Manning brings the Lions up under center in the I formation on 3rd and 9. Takes the snap, play action, looking to throw. Lions are gambling. He's got plenty of time and gets it out to Schmidt. Schmidt gets down at the 48-yard line. Does he have the first down? No, he's just shy of the first down. Owen Schmidt, the fullback, caught the pass. A nice tackle by Carl Sherman, number 29. It'll be 4th and inches. And the Vikings take their 3rd and final timeout to stop the clock with 1:42. The Vikings will get the ball back with no timeouts, down by 3. Owen Schmidt, the fullback, almost got the first down. So Steve Jenkins will punt. It's a high punt, a short punt. It's going to be fair caught by Mallard at the 27-yard line. So all things considered, not bad field position for the Vikings. Kevin Bickford comes back out. The Vikings just need a field goal to force overtime. But a touchdown wins it. They have 1:35, but no timeouts. On 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the far side. Bickford in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Drops back 2 steps, throws, gets it out to Darren Kell. He's got the first down out to the 40-yard line. Minnesota in the hurry up. They have no timeouts. 1:25 and counting. Bickford from the shotgun on 1st and 10, takes the snap. Looking, throws down the middle again, gets it out to Kell once again. Across midfield down to the 45-yard line. First down Vikings. Again in the hurry up. Bickford again from the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks, throws, gets it out to Brandon McNeil down the sideline. McNeil's going to be hit down at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, 2nd and 3, under a minute to play. Bickford under center, he may spike it here. Takes the snap and spikes it with 48 seconds left. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Vikings have to make sure they know what down it is. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 3 from the Lions' 38-yard line. 48 seconds remain. Vikings trying to get, at the very least, into field goal range. Bickford under center, takes the snap, he gives the handoff to Henson. I don't know what they're thinking there. That's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 3. 40 seconds. They tried to catch the Lions off guard. They need to hurry up. As we watch the replay, it's 4th down for Minnesota. .35 seconds, 30 seconds and counting. Are they really going to go for a field goal? This will be a 55-yard attempt, and Detroit will take a timeout to ice the kicker. That was a stupid call by Minnesota, it really was. And even stupider was wasting all that time. And now trying a 55-yard field goal. They do have the wind at their back. They should have ran a play on 4th down to try to get a first down and then spike it. That's better odds than a 55-yard field goal in the snow. Nelson Masterson from 55 yards to tie it up. Here's the kick, it's up, and it's not going to get there. Far, he can return it if he wants. Out over the 5-10, out to the 19-yard line. Minnesota's out of timeouts, only 3 seconds left. The Detroit Lions are going to win this game 10-7, and Minnesota's 7-game winning streak is going to come to an end. And that opens the door for the Green Bay Packers now Green Bay just one game back of Minnesota. Minnesota's going to fall to 7-6. Green Bay is 6-6. Detroit will come out and take a knee, and that'll be it. The Detroit Lions are going to win on Thanksgiving in a defensive game by a score of 10-7. The Lions going to go to 5-8 and win their second straight. So Daniel Manning will come out and take a knee for the Lions, and that'll be it.
Here we go. Green 39.
There's the knee, and that's it. Your final score, Detroit wins it 10-7 here on Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. The Giants and the Cowboys coming up at the top of the hour. Hey, teacher, good to see you. Giants and Cowboys coming up at the top of the hour.